So, it's the first time in a while, in a long while, that I've done a stream like this off my tablet, because most of the time I just do streams and streams on, off of PS4. Talking about, like, just either streams off of PS4 or doing my comment call videos each week. Just normal stuff. Hey Underworld, it's been a while. I'm glad to see you again. So, for full context as to what's going on, this past Saturday, this woman, let's just say that, she and her male co-host or comedy skit person, I don't know, comedian, I say with quotation marks, did a skit where they sang about good to see you. Yeah, good to see you too. I was wondering because I hadn't seen you on the past few streams, and I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, are you okay? I'm glad you're okay, because I noticed I was going to share a stream, yesterday of me playing, Arkham Knight, but it said you were offline on Discord. Or where the little green light would be, it was grayed out. So I figured, I was like, you're probably busy and stuff, or he's probably busy, so. Anyway, so she did a skit, and she sang this really dumb, cringy, stupid song, talking, and she was singing about white male rage, and she was basically mocking the film, and saying about, like, just trying to make the film seem that it's just about white male rage, and it's, like, not talking about, like, not, she just was being, it just seemed, like, very hateful, whatever, and I'm used to people dissing white males. I don't tolerate it, and I don't like it, but I'm used to it. I was frustrated because it seemed like, because the whole point of Joker was showing about how the upper class elitists treat mentally ill people. They don't give a shit. They don't care. And they just let them suffer, and they make them feel like they're alone, that there's no one there for them, by mocking them and doing stuff. She basically pulled a Murray. This lady here, this scumbag went and pulled a Murray, just figuring like, oh, I'm upper elitist class, whatever. It doesn't affect me. I'm above all that. My Discord weird on my new phone right now. I'm not getting messages unless I turn the Discord on. I used to get a message and update all the time. That's really strange. So anyway, somebody wrote in the comments on, or in the tweets on Twitter, on the post from Saturday Night Live talking about it, saying that, like, this was such a great skit, and based on the replies here, it really proved its point. I'm like, and it caught fire on, it got really popular on, my reply to him got popular. I simply wrote, no, it just wasn't funny. So, and leading up to my temporary suspension for no reason, his tweet got 1,100 likes and like 30 something retweets. Mine got 1,200 likes. At least last I checked, it was 1,200 likes and only 7 retweets. So, scrolling up on my feed, I mentioned to people that this lady it was such a scumbag. It had nothing to do, personally, if she wants to play stupid asshole and joke about white men. I don't really care about that. I was mad that mentally ill people, that they don't, it's like, it's really sad, because all she did, she probably never saw the movie, and she proved the film's point. The upper class elitists don't care about mentally ill people. They just let them suffer. They mock them, and they do all this shit, and it really sucks. So, and then people kept saying that I was sensitive, that it was sensitive masculinity. I'm like, that's not the reason why I'm mad. That's not the reason why I'm mad. Because it just, all this stuff. And then I saw, somebody tweeted that apparently the lady who did this skit, um, back in 2010, she wrote some very racist tweets that I think, from what I was told, she deleted. Uh, one of them, she said something about this old, black woman she came across looked like Steve Urkel. Um, One was, something about how, oh, today those Mexicans went and threw something at my car. They must be like, oh, that, like, they're the scum of the earth, is what she said. And then, there was, oh, another one was, something about, that her friend, okay, okay, let me head back inside. Give me just a second and I'll continue on. Anyways, let me get back to my room. Okay, so another one was something about how her friend only dates black guys, and that her friend set her up on a date, and she said that she went through with it, but she was kind of scared about it. So there was that. So lady, this person, I lost all respect for this person, and I tried my best. I kept composure. I said fire. I was like, replied on the SNL thing. I did a whole bunch. The only thing I could think of that I could have gotten suspended for, or temporarily suspended, was, possibly for spam, but still. Um, so anyways, and even then, somebody would have still had to report me for that. Um, so I went and I said that this woman went and she said this, and all these people made it seem both that it was perfectly fine for her to mock mentally ill people, and it was perfectly fine for her to be a racist, because she sang about white male rage. And I mean, I don't know if it would be considered gaslighting or canceling someone, but I mean, it just, it wasn't right what she did. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the stupid, and I know this sounds extreme, but whatever, I don't really give a shit anymore. Stupid, retarded skit. I don't give a shit about the skit. I found it unfunny. I found it bland. I found it tasteless. I found it cringy. But I wasn't mad about it. If anything, I was upset that she went and, being this, like, snooty, pompous little asshole, went and didn't even get the point of the film and went and she mocked it. She also mocked The Irishman, but I mean, it doesn't excuse losing respect for who? Losing respect for SNL and losing respect for this elitist scumbag, this racist elitist scumbag who um, went and she sang this cringy song. Don't you know, in Soviet Twitter, you must like the right kind of comedy. Send him to the Serbia. Serbia. I probably said that wrong. Anyway, so it's just, I don't know if she wrote the skit. I don't know if she wrote the skit. Um, Based on her racist comments, it seems that she didn't really change her ways in the past 10 years. She just changed which group to hate on, which group of people to hate on. Hacks! So, apparently, and throughout all my tweets, I was, the farthest I went was when somebody again said that I had fragile masculinity and was mad about whatever, and I said, and then she's like, "Oh, like the person that you showed the pictures of is just a nobody. I don't know who this is." I'm like, this is the very girl that sang about white male rage. And I said, I'm not mad about that, moron. I'm mad that she went and she mocked mentally ill people because they are in a position where some of them, probably can't defend themselves or can't stand up. And it's very unfair and it's very sad, it's very pitiful that it's come to this. And it's come to this point where people are just accepting it. So anyway, around, it was after 7 p.m. I know that because I don't even know when exactly this suspension happened. After this suspension happened, I know that after 7 p.m. was the last time that I was on Twitter. It was 7 p.m. not last night, but the night before. So I found out it was... You didn't okay boomer her, you should tell her to watch her privilege. The thing was, if the profile pic was of this person, it was a black girl. So this girl, it wasn't even a privilege thing. This was a black girl who seemed perfectly okay with this woman saying racist remarks about her race. And just excusing it because this woman said about white male rage. So it's like, you're in, the girl was in a very, very low, like, stoop so low, like, can't even, like, defend her race, won't even try to defend her race, that this woman said a racist remark. And just as long as she said, "Oh, white male rage," that it doesn't matter. White male rage. I might leave Twitter, actually. I don't blame you if you would, Red, and thank you for joining, Red. I remember last time you were on one of my streams, you said something that you were you got yourself checked in the hospital. Are you doing any better? SGWs are the effing worst. I hate Twitter and Tumblr. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. And then it just seems it was after 7 p.m. last night. I remember checking midnight. It was after midnight, technically yesterday. I checked, and it said that I had gotten temporarily suspended. And I'm guessing some of my recent posts can't be viewed now. I can still view them outside, signed out of Twitter, but I haven't seen anybody else like those posts since, so I don't know if they did something, or if the whole thing is just too old now for people to still be liking it and stuff. I don't know. But, and I sent an appeal. I sent an appeal to Twitter saying that I didn't do anything wrong. I was calling out a racist. I was calling out a racist, and then I was the one that got suspended. Not her. And I mean, I would say, I'm just going to point out now that, like, she should have gotten suspended, or at least got onto, for writing this racist stuff, and for mocking mentally ill people. So it would be both things. It's not one or the other. So, even has the gold dress, and it just, somebody else was pointing out, it's just elitist. Very elitist, having gold dress, mocking mentally ill people, mocking white men, making it about white men at least, because that seems to be the okay thing now to hate on. It makes it even more hypocritical that some of these people that are to this woman's defense, some of them are probably LGBT. Like they're lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, whatever, or at least lesbian, gay, bisexual. I don't see a lot of trans people, SGW or otherwise, really get involved with this stuff. So good on them. Feeling a little better. I'm going to get a CAT scan later on. Thank you. Oh, no problem. As long as you're okay. So, and I sent the appeal. It was almost 7 a.m. yesterday, and I checked 7 a.m. today because I was told that after you send the appeal, they're supposed to let up, let up whatever temporary restriction. I was told that if I was supposed to access that, according to Twitter, that in order for me to access my account, I have to go in and give them my phone number. And I'm like, no, I'm not giving you my phone number. They could end up hacking into my account, finding the phone number, and then going and saying, oh, this is so and so's phone number. Go and harass this guy because he went and he was actually being he's being a decent person. We can't have that. So harass him. I'm not going to put in my phone number. I was told you can do the appeal without putting the phone number in. But I waited 24 hours, and as of 10:36, because I think I checked just a few minutes ago, it still won't let me access my account. So I even wrote a potential farewell message, and I could get the screen cap here in just a minute. Black and females already a minus 150 on the privilege scale, but being retarded at a minus 200. Not joking. There's a list to calculate. I've heard about it. Cancel this bitch. I didn't even say to cancel her. I didn't say anything. If anything, she should just be fired. That was the thing. Somebody else wrote on my feed about how, remember the time when there was as somebody wrote, and I quote, remember the time when there was a guy who was going to be a regular cast member on SNL, but he got fired before he even appeared on the show because he said some racist things. Like, whatever happened to that? And I guess it's because this is a woman. It's a woman, and since she's a woman, since she has a vagina and boobs, she's excused of everything, and just whatever. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's just really crazy, and it's like I didn't get mad, but I mean I was in tears yesterday, not because of what they did, not because of the stupid suspension, not because of this bitch, of this asshole singing about white male rage. I was mad. I was disappointed. I was disappointed in SNL. I'm disappointed in this lady here, who thinks it is perfectly acceptable to mock mentally ill people and make it about white men, and just disguising it. And I actually hope that Joker wins Best Picture, wins Best Picture at the at whatever Academy Awards, whatever thing it got nominated for Best Picture. I hope it wins Best Picture, and I sincerely hope that somebody goes and rubs it in this person's face. Rubs it in this person's face. If she hasn't even seen the film, hasn't even and thinks and believes that this is what the film is about white male rage and just dumbing down what the whole point of the film was, then I hope it wins Best Picture, and I hope that people just rub it in this person's face, because that's just how much I don't care. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I pointed out to people, I even smugly pointed out to people who kept saying I was mad, and then they got mad. That's what even made it funnier. They got mad that I wasn't mad about it. I was just saying that I'm just, like, it's pointless to be mad over something so stupid. It really is. It really is. It really is, and it just pisses me off. I can still access, while I'm signed out, I can still access my account, so I could find what, the post she wrote. Just have to type it in. Edward West Summers. And that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll show you. I'll show you the stuff that she wrote. If it'll let me access it. Hopefully I haven't gotten... Hopefully it hasn't screwed anything up. See, temporarily restricted. You're seeing this warning because there's been some unusual activity. Get this. Being a decent person is unusual activity. Unusual activity from this account. Do you still want to view it? Yes, view profile. And it's not showing who I'm following, so I don't know what the deal is with that. It's showing I still have 114 followers. So, tweets and replies. I'm going to find the photos. They're in my replies, because that's the only thing I could think of that could have gotten me temporarily restricted, is probably spamming them. So, she wrote, Beyonce, this was January 23rd at 4:38 p.m. Beyonce, this one probably wouldn't be considered racist, she just doesn't like Beyonce. Beyonce, shut the hell up, you waste of human flesh. It's like, she probably has more talent than you do. She's a good singer. She doesn't have a toxic personality. I don't think Beyonce's ever been racist to anybody. Here's another one. I hate those Mexicans on bikes. They threw something at my car. The world doesn't need them. So you're taking what, two people, maybe two, three, four people, maybe a small group of people, and you're making it about their race. You're not saying, oh, some jerks went and threw shit at my car. Like, screw them. You're saying, you're including Mexicans, and you're saying the world doesn't need Mexicans. That's what they think. That's what they think Trump supporters act like. And some, I mean, admittingly, there are a few that probably are, but still. I put the Joker through the privilege calculation. Joker in the pre-movie got a 75 on the privilege scale, making him privileged. In post-Joker movie, Joker is very disprivileged. You need to tell them that. You need to tell them that you even put it through. You put it through the scale. You put it through the scale, and by the end of the movie, he's very disprivileged. He is broken by the society that just didn't give a shit about him. And if they did give a shit about him, maybe he wouldn't have become what he became. There's some other ones. There's 4 here. A bossy black lady at my temp job right now looks exactly like Steve Urkel. Ugly. Maybe she's bossy because she's telling you to do your fucking job. Do your job. Maybe that's why she's been bossing you around. Co-worker at Forever 21 dates black guys, and she said she will set me up on a blind date for Valentine's. I said yes, but I'm scared. Scared of what? Is it about their race? Because that doesn't make you look like a good person. As I wrote, mocking me, you're the one supporting a racist. Absolutely adorable. Forget, I hit this later. Forget Joker's lower class. Forget that he's marginalized. Forget that he's mentally ill. Forget this. Forget his whole world crumbles from under his feet when he finds out his life is a lie. Forget that he falls through the cracks of a broken society. No, it's about white male rage. You see her, she acts so smug. She acts so smug, and she's the one that's the racist. She's the one that's the racist. It's like people don't even watch. That's the thing. People don't even watch SNL anymore. They only watch it when one of the legends come back. F this bitch. Yeah, I was very calm and collected throughout all of this. But I mean, just that's what I wrote. SNL lost any dignity a long time ago. Literally, the only times people actually watch live is when one of the legends come back for an airing. My guess is they could have fired him because, oh, that's the thing, the racist guy. Because he's a guy, but ignore all these tweets from the girl singing that dumb song. Here's the post here. Hey, look at this movie about mental illness and social isolation. Shut up, white male. Low. What would a white male know about bad things? Remember they fired a guy from SNL for saying racist things before he was on the show, but now they can just say racist things on the show? The privilege calculator doesn't put into account abuse or mental illness. Joker post-movie only became disprivileged when he was institutionalized. Yeah. Oh, and here is the post right here. This is the post right here that I found where I found these. And people were even bringing up, she was bringing up white female rage. So yeah, I spammed it a bunch of times, but still, I'm still pointing out that this person is an awful person. Homeless and institution count is minus 250. That's what I wrote. I wrote when I saw that my tweet that I'm about to show blew up. I wrote, "Damn, this blew up more than my live action Kim Possible tweet." All I want to say is, be there for the people who are hurting. Be there for the mentally ill people, because the worst feeling in the world is feeling like no one is there for you. And it says, "Still mad there wasn't any violence?" And it says, it's like a reporter. "Oh man, you guys, wouldn't it be bad if someone shot up the Joker movie? What a horrible tragedy it would be if someone went and shot up the Joker movie. The experts agree," and he's getting nervous. He's in the second picture. "The experts agree it's highly likely that somebody's gonna shoot up the Joker movie. Stay safe, everyone. We don't want anybody to get hurt when somebody shoots up the Joker movie." And then the third picture, he's losing his mind. Then nobody shot up the Joker movie. And then it's like, "Please shoot up the damn Joker movie. We need those clicks." So this is exactly the case. This is the case. They're just salty. They're salty that more people went to see the movie than seeing them watching the stupid, unfunny show. I'm tired with this shit. Yeah, I'm tired of it too. I'm tired that I got blocked, or I got temporarily restricted or temporarily suspended for calling out a racist. For calling out a racist. Imagine that. Imagine that. Getting temporarily suspended for calling out a racist. And I don't even know if I'm going to get where I can go back on the account without dealing with needing to put my phone number in. So I wrote, "I'm not raging, I'm laughing on the inside at how people are only using that term to be condescending and not because I'm actually raging. Thanks for the laugh. It's been real." So it's like, bye-bye. I hate what people have become. I do too. I do too. It's just, oh, and it's like, whoa, someone is in trouble now. So it says, someone J.K. Rowling tweeted, and apparently she deleted it. So it's like a pictures. No one should live in a closet, and you see the glasses, and you see it's a rainbow color. So it's like representing LGBT, right? Because it's rainbow color glasses, and it's like referring to like gay people coming out of the closet. So then she writes, "Yes, they should." This brain dead moron. This brain dead moron didn't realize that this was referring like no one should live in a closet. No one should live, and it meant like gay people shouldn't be staying in the closet. And she just said, yes, they should. So it's like, yeah, she's. And it says, can someone send this to one of those images before disaster accounts? Yeah. Let me see where my original post is. Let me see where it's at. It's up here. I'm actually surprised they didn't delete any of these. They actually kept all of these up that I talked about. Like um they ignored a Mexican woman when she said about, like, what if I'm a Mexican woman who loved the Joker? Do I still suffer from white male rage? I was the first one to like it and the first one to comment. I said they sadly will ignore anyone that doesn't fit their argument. I won't, though. Get it, Harry Potter or Dobby the house elf need to live in the closet. Yeah. Would have been a happier ending for Dobby than getting wasted, getting yeeted at the start of the last thing. Oh, here's one thing. Imagine if it were blackmail rate she were talking about. She'd be over faster than Kramer's career. Kramer being the actor who played Kramer on Seinfeld, because he said some racist things at a comedic thing he went to, and he was done. He was done after that. So here's that post there. This is great, and the comments already show it's achieved its goal perfectly. And I wrote, no, it just wasn't funny. 7 retweets, and it has 100 more likes than what the other person wrote. It's still funny to me, and it says somebody else here. Joy-Con Boys Forever, Rip Etiquette wrote, it's still funny to me that people who haven't seen this movie associate it with it being about incels when in reality, it's about how shitty classism is and how we should try our best to support the mental or mentally ill of others. I wrote, they don't listen as soon as someone brings in white men into the mix. Funnily enough, I haven't gotten a single response when I bring up that the person singing that dumb song has been racist to more than just white people. Check it, and I show off I show off all my receipts. Now she has to make up for that past racism by going full SJW. Network status is poor. Crap, I'm gonna have to see. Hopefully this won't mess up on me. Here's another one I wrote. Bitch looks so like a smug bitch. She was very smug, and she didn't even get the point of the movie. She probably didn't even see the movie. She's just an NPC, just believing what everybody else is saying, not taking anything into account for herself, not doing anything, not looking into something herself. It's just whatever. Imagine dumbing down a film about the way society treats and gives up on mentally ill people as white male rage. SNL hasn't been funny in years. And then people took this. They took this. There was no exclamation point. It wasn't in all caps. There was nothing. And then there was people retweeting it, making it seem like I was angry. And it was just saying, like, yeah, you're delusional. Everybody else was coming to my defense saying, yeah, you're delusional he's not being angry. You just want him to be angry. He's like, what's that smell? Fragile masculinity. Fragile masculinity. Let me see, where's my thing? Where's mine at? White male rage isn't mental illness, dumbass. And I was like, let me see. And I had it, and it's not showing up. I was like, well, the movie was about mentally ill. Like, you don't go doing that to people. For more replies. It says, and I wrote something else, and it's not showing up. If the Joker had him be Mexican or black, then they'll say it was all about racism and not class. Yeah. Yeah. It's fragile masculinity when more than 24 hours later you're still at it. LMAO. Like you were really hurt, huh? The fact you need to pull up screenshots. 4RM. I don't know what the hell that means. For someone I don't know and opinions I could care less about to prove a point to strangers in itself shows your fragility. I wrote, someone I don't know. They're from the woman who sang that white male rage song. I wasn't hurt, moron. You were the one who replied to me, so it's kind of on you. Call me fragile all you like, cause you know what? I forgot to add the no. You know what? It doesn't hurt me. Give up and bully someone else. And then I have the thing with Pocahontas, like, bye. Like, goodbye. Well, I'm gonna go not because of the Twitter post. Bye. Okay, I understand, saying it's. I'm trying not even be like passive aggressive about this. It's just frustrating. It doesn't make me mad. It's just. It's just disappointing. And I'm the one that got in trouble. It wasn't them. It was me that got in trouble. You should have called her NPC, then treat everything she says from a bot and not from a living person. It'll make her go crazy. I probably should have done that. I should have at least called her an NPC because she's just saying what everybody else is saying. Not having any real opinion for herself. She's just part of the Borg, part of the hive mind, whatever. Well, in better news, a good friend of mine, who's not crazy, that we met on Twitter, and he is a fan. He loves nerd stuff. He loves reading comics, and I was lucky to meet him before he ended up. I think he deleted his Twitter account, and we're Facebook friends now. I was able to find a way to meet him on or find his account on Facebook because he uses the same name. And we're Facebook friends now. So he yesterday did the nicest thing for me. And I even went and I live streamed it on Facebook. He told me about this beforehand, but I didn't think he was going to send so many, but I was so happy when I found seen all of these. He sent me, I think it ended up counting up to 75 comics. He told me that he didn't have a lot of room, and he was mainly just getting comics just out, and then he could see about, getting the trades, getting the trade paperbacks and stuff for whichever ones he liked. So he went and he sent me a box, and the box made it in yesterday. And the box was of, there was at least 75 comics, and I think it ended up total, it was like worth, because they're all like $4 a piece, so it was over $200 in comics that he sent me, and I was so happy that he sent me all of these comics. He even sent me, even though I hate the Hickman X-Men stuff, or at least hate like what Hickman did with X-Men, making them immortal pod people cult with implications of orgies in 3 ways, and it's like, no, thank you. Some of the comics that came included in it were, there was the first 4 issues of Hickman's X-Men ongoing. there was 6 issues of Excalibur, and I think there was 5 issues of all the other main launch titles. So X-Force, Fallen Angels, New Mutants, and I don't think Marauders was included, but everything else was included. And so I was really happy about that. But that wasn't all. That wasn't all. He even went and he as a surprise, it was a surprise to me. He sent me 3 movies. He sent me it was a 4K Ultra HD copy of Joker. Funnily enough, it was a copy of Joker, and I think that just came out on DVD. So he gave me a copy of Joker that has it's the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital code combo, digital HD combo. He sent me a copy of Mad Max Fury Road, which I think was also 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital code, and he sent me a Blu-ray copy of Logan. So I kept telling him thank you. I was so happy. I know I'm getting off subject because we were talking about that, but my day was very mixed yesterday, and sometimes when like little things bother me, when it's like a big cluster of little things bother me, I get really upset, and I just try just it's really hard to just not just lose it, not like violently lose it, just just like scream in a pillow lose it because of all this crap going on. But he sent me this, and I was so happy that he sent it, and now I can get to see Joker for myself. I've been interested in this the Mad Max Fury Road film, and I've been interested in checking that out. Um, and I was interested in I mean, I already have Logan on Blu-ray, but I guess I can see what I can do about that. But I was really happy. I was really happy. I really appreciated. And I told him thank you for all that. um, Something that was even nicer was 2 of the issues included. 2 of the other issues included with all of these comics he sent were the anniversary issues of Spawn. So Spawn issue 300 and Spawn issue 301. And I mean, I was just thinking that he was probably just going to send like a little envelope with 4 or 5 comics, maybe 10, maybe 10 max. But I mean, 75, 75. That's a lot, and I couldn't thank him enough. And he keeps telling me like not to send him anything. Um, his address actually was on the box from UPS. So I mean, I could see maybe as something for Christmas. I could ship him something. I don't know. Um, I've been yammering and letting my flapping my gums, and I haven't even realized is anyone still here? Is anyone still here? Um, because I can't check and see who's watching right now. I can only see comments. So if anybody has any, hopefully somebody can. If Underworld, if you're still here, maybe you can comment something so I know you're still here. So I'm here. But wasn't that so nice that he sent all that for me? I was tickled pink that he sent all that, and I can get to read what the hell. Just I can read what the hell is just what the hell is going on with Hickman X-Men, and I can find out see if there's anything salvageable from this new era. He also sent some DC stuff too. There was 2 random issues of Catwoman. Yeah, that is really cool. He sent I think there was 2 or 3 issues of Red Hood Outlaw. There's a bunch of issues of Teen Titans and stuff. The only downside is that none of them came with the seal and the board that comics usually come in, but I'm not complaining because it was a really nice haul, and I was really happy with the movies and everything. It was really nice. Really nice of them. So, anyways, so that happened yesterday. I also went to Ollie's last night, and I got a trade paperback of it's Avengers Quicksilver, and it has Quicksilver's 13 issue. I don't know if it was an ongoing or a maxi series, but I got that, and I got volume 5 of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer omnibus. So I got a nice little variety of stuff, and today I'm going to try to see about maybe getting a box or something at my local comic book shop for all these new comics. I haven't decided yet, but I was really happy. So I wrote a message. I think actually I have it on the I got the Notepad app. I had gotten a Notepad app. If I can, hey, here it is. Here it is, right here. So I wrote in case if I ever made it back on the thing. I wrote. So I got temporarily suspended yesterday. First time actually. Well, I guess there's a first time for everything, I suppose. And to think I only got suspended because I was calling out a legitimate racist on Twitter. With this whole white male rage thing going on, I, funnily enough, wasn't mad about any of it. But I guess since I didn't prove their point of not being mad over a stupid, unfunny skit, they just wouldn't let up and resort to reporting me to get me suspended, or reporting me to get suspended to make me mad. I wasn't mad over white male rage or the few people who insulted me, who supported the then trending hashtag, or even the person who started it all. I wasn't mad at them, no. I was frustrated. These people think it's perfectly acceptable to taunt, tease, and mock people who have a mental illness. I wasn't mad over it, just sad. Sad that both mentally ill people and white men are the ones getting discrimination and hate on them. And sad that these people say that they're pro-LGBT or whatever, but then lash out the same bigotry and hate towards others that homophobes do as well, making them nothing more than hypocrites. Hell, I'm not even mad about the suspension, which is what I'm sure the person who reported me was trying to do. So if he or she is somehow reading this, the joke is on you. I'm not putting myself on a pedestal saying how great I am or some other crap that they can and will accuse me of, which is a wide variety of things to them. I'm just giving my word on the matter of this, since I didn't have one leading up to this, and I'm saying to spread love, be kind to those less fortunate than you, and please don't allow terrible, awful people to bully, mock, and hate mentally ill people. I personally don't care what bigoted things people can and will say about me. I just don't want mentally ill people being treated this way, because the worst thing for a mentally ill person to feel is the feeling of being alone with no support. As for myself, I'm not sure if I will continue to be on Twitter. I've even seen a few people that I follow, or vice versa, leave because of the drama or other negative crap on the site. As of writing, I'm not even sure this message will even make it on Twitter because I'm not sure if I'll be able to post this on my account. I do hope that my followers can DM me on here and let me know. This is if I manage to post this on Twitter. I do hope that my followers can DM me on here and let me know that they'll send a friend request on Facebook should I do leave Twitter for good. Much love to my followers and to the haters. I hope someday you will realize how horrible and hateful you are, not in a mean way, but in a way that makes you realize that you need to be a better person, not an NPC that can't think for themselves and just goes with whatever everyone else says, or whatever everyone else says. It's been real, Edward West Summers. So I'll put that right there. So that was what I had to say. I might just end this here. I might see real quick. I can show off anything that's been going on with my Marvel Future Fight game lately real quick. This won't be like I'm not turning this into a Future Fight stream. This will just be like where I have characters at right now. Sounds good. Cool. And then I'll end the stream and I was going to get back to doing my daily stuff on Marvel Future Fight. I noticed because it said on the friend request thing that, because I think your account name was Dark Apostle, Apostle, I think is how, sometimes I say words wrong. Anyway, so I checked that and it said you hadn't logged in for like 70 days. I guess you just quit the game. It's fine with me. I didn't know. They also revamped the story mode, so if you play through the story mode again, you'll get a whole bunch of gold. Like, for the first playthrough, for the revamped story mode, you get a whole bunch of gold, and you get a whole bunch of biometrics. And if you don't have Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow at Tier 2, if you don't have them at Tier 2 yet, if you finish the revamped story mode, you'll get them at Tier 2 for free. So that's actually really cool. So I was able to get, I already had Iron Man and Cap at Tier 2. I didn't have Black Widow at Tier 2, so I was able to get her at Tier 2 after finishing the thing, so I was really happy about that. I haven't played because my game broke, and I don't want it installed again because I don't think my phone is as good. Yeah, that's understandable. So these are the characters I'm trying to work on getting to Tier 2, or at least to max stats. I'm very close to getting done with Deadpool, so there's that. I'm working on Phantom X, Swordmaster, Human Torch, Misty Knight, and Blue Marvel, and then this one I don't know if I'm going to continue with because his biometrics you have to get a bio subscription, so I might take his off. Sunbird. But so far I have Cap at Tier 3. I was able to get the Star Knight armor for Sharon Rogers, Captain America. That was pretty cool. And I'm close. If I can get one more Titans record, I can either get her. That is Titans record. If I can get one more Blast Titans record, I can either get her to Tier 3, or I could get Cyclops to Tier 3. And if I can keep going with Jean Grey, I could decide on getting Jean Grey to Tier 3. So I have to decide one of these three there. Most of this is the same. I think I've showed that off before, the Infinity War outfit. Let me see. And I got Cable, but I think I showed that off before as well. Let me see. Okay. I got, as my free Tier 2 selector, I picked War Tiger for that. So I got that. I was able to complete story mode once, and I got the Avengers 3099 skin, uniform, whatever. I had finally gotten Mantis to Tier 2, so that was cool. There's Black Widow. That's pretty cool. Let me see what else. For recently, I also got Loki. I was able to get his Ragnarok outfit, and I got it up to Mythic tier, and I was able to get his comic card. So that really helped with skill cooldown. So here's all the other characters. So there's a lot of characters here. So got that. Trying to complete Cosmic the Cosmic Core to get the Comic Card Chest Mythical. So, let me see here. Let me see how many clear tickets. 54 clear tickets, okay. So, let's see here. This is a toughie. I could do World Boss. Anyways, I'm gonna probably see about a new stream here. But thank you for everyone for joining. Really happy that everybody got to join in. As for game streams, like PS4 game streams, I'm gonna probably take a break from all of that for a little bit, because I want the next time that I stream a PS4 game, whichever one it may be, I want it to be fun for me, because lately when I've been streaming, it just hasn't been quite as fun, or quite as like exhilarating or whatever to do. So I'll probably wait a couple weeks or so before I do any other game streams. I don't have any other plans for any other videos right now, so I'll just have to see what I could do. So, but thank you everyone for joining, and we'll see what other stuff we'll do here soon. So thank you everyone for joining me. This is Edward West Summers. Let's see if there's any other comments. Okay, take care. Be safe. Do not try to get the coronavirus. Yeah, I'm staying safe, because I don't think it hasn't reached where I'm at, but you can't be too careful. So just you try to stay safe too, and just be safe and healthy. And I'll do another one of these soon, I guess, or eventually. So see you next time. So as Edward West Summers. Sorry, that came up really confusing. No, it's fine. I think the A is wrong in Corona, or the first A, because I think it's Corona, but I'm not gonna. I get what you're saying though, so it's fine. You stay safe, and I'll stay safe, and everybody else I hope will stay safe too. So I'll see y'all next stream. This is Edward West Summers signing out. Bye.